Today's region is 10. Mage Hollow. This region is a snowy, coastal, mountainous countryside home to the world-famous Wizarding Academy of the same name. Today's plot is 36. An old man in a dusty, rough-spun robe claims to be a gold dragon in disguise and offers to lead the party to great treasure. Today's characters are 4. Desmond Johnson. Understood. Desmond is a young, dark-skinned human man with black dreadlocks and brown eyes. He is of average height and build, wearing an armored uniform with dungeon equipment on his person. 2. Automatic. Ronald Arnold Donaldson.
This better be good.
Ronald is an elderly, pale-skinned dwarf man with a long gray beard and large eyebrows. He is very short and muscular, wearing antiquated adventuring gear and a vampire cape. 8. Automatic. Clarabelle Simmons. Oh, is that right? Clarabelle is a fair-skinned human woman with curled auburn hair, freckles, and blue eyes. She is short and of average build, wearing a Victorian gown and a golden medallion. 11. Tom Herschel.
I cannot wait.
Tom is a middle-aged, green-skinned, half-orc man with no hair and yellow eyes. He is very tall and stocky, wearing a cook's uniform. Now let's discover Jolly Old Jove.
Desmond makes a fifth pass through the dungeon, once again checking the baseboards, the pressure plates, even the grade of the floor. As he is reaffirming that the spaces between the sconces and the ceiling are up to OSHA fire safety regulation standards, his concentration is once again interrupted by a loud burp and a sigh of annoyance.
How much longer is this gonna take?
Approximately 4 minutes.
The goblin guard rolls her eyes. Standing at just above half Desmond's height, she wouldn't be very intimidating if it weren't for her guard uniform, standard issue short sword, and angry red eyes. Her hair is done up in a double bun. Despite the cold outside, she seems to be just fine in metal armor.
You said that 4 minutes ago, you beam knocker.
That is not possible, as 4 minutes ago I was near the acid pit, ensuring that the guardrails around the aeration tank...
Fine. Just hurry it up. I don't got all night. I'm starving.
You've already eaten an entire shortcake, a half-gallon of soup, and a basket full of dart plums, as well as my pack rations.
And I'll eat you next if you don't hurry it up. Chop, beanpole.
Desmond, unhurried, completes his inspection at the same pace as before, and finishes in approximately 4 minutes. He then pulls on his winter gear, while the guard just crams on an ushanka and glares at him impatiently.
The results should be back in about 5 to 10 business days. On the whole, the dungeon looks good. Just make sure there is proper lighting near the spike pits, and that the spring force on those pop-up targets is adjusted. Thank you for your time, Miss Sherry.
He extends his hand for a handshake, and she smacks it away.
Understood.
Desmond strikes a torch and strides out into the winter night, with the goblin fuming at his heels. The two begin their trek towards the Quad Ball Stadium, the closest source of light and warmth in what is otherwise a snowy, dark abyss. It is a new moon, and the stars do little to light their path.
Did you hear that? It sounded like a distressed individual.
It's probably my stomach.
Desmond stops and listens harder. Sherry crosses her arms in a huff.
Don't you think you already wasted enough of my time? What is it now?
A haunting figure bursts from the snow, grabbing Desmond's ankle. In the blink of an eye, the guard has her short sword drawn and ready. Instead of attacking, The figure lets go of Desmond and staggers to his feet. He is a shabby, haggard dwarf with an unkempt beard and drooping eyebrows. His ancient, sullen figure is almost blue with cold and wrapped in rough-spun gray robes.
Feels good. Dragon's fire.
Old man Jove, what the nine hells are you doing here?
I'm a gold. I'm a gold.
He grabs Desmond's pant leg.
I'm my boy.
Jove, are you alright? You should be in a shelter on a night like this.
The dwarf continues to stare into Desmond's torch flame, seemingly mesmerized. The paladin focuses hard to see if there is any possession or evil influence happening. But there are no celestials, fiends, or undead around him, nor are there hollowed or desecrated spaces. Unsure, Desmond touches the dwarf's shoulder, and a healing light blooms for a moment.
What did you do?
If he is suffering from a disease or poison, I have just neutralized it. Otherwise, his injuries should be healed.
Jove looks a little less blue and more passive, but still doesn't seem to be quite all there.
Well, obviously you don't know what you're doing because he's still acting weird. Listen, I'll hold your torch while you carry him, and we'll see if the medical team at the Quapo Stadium can help.
Desmond just can't get the old dwarf on his back. Jove is surprisingly heavy and quite restless.
Huh, you're absolutely useless. Here, let me try, Tolly.
Her arms visibly tremble as she tries to pick up the now giggling dwarf. And as soon as she gets his feet off the ground, they both go pitching forward into the snow. The goblin is immediately on her feet again, her face hot with embarrassment.
Good, Grip. We'll distract him, alright?
Tom and Clarabelle exit the stadium amongst a mass of chattering students and sports fans. The excitement of a landslide victory for her alma mater makes even Clarabelle smile.
Well, Uncle, how did you like your first quad ball game?
It was very cold and very loud, and the players looked like itty-bitty flies. But I loved the apple cider and the... what was it called? Popcorns?
Kettle corn, rather.
Yes, that is so delicious. I will have to try and make it someday.
Oh, it's quite easy. If you'll be in town for long, I can show you the recipe sometime.
Good. I will talk with the friend I came with and see what his travel plans are. Oh, there he is.
Tom and Clarabelle notice a throng of students clearing as Desmond and Sherry poorly hobble towards the front entrance, half carrying and half dragging Jove. The pair trot over to them, as do some other guards.
Desmond, are you okay?
I am fine. This man likely needs some sort of advanced medical attention.
Yeah, especially since you couldn't even carry him right.
Did you try your magic touch?
I did, to little effect.
Maybe my Zobo drink could help him. I do not see any wounds.
Hey, back up, fat fingers. The real medics will be here soon. We don't need you tallies poking your noses around here.
Clarabelle has been observing Jove this whole time. With the excitement of the game and the confusion all about her, she can't quite focus in on what the issue is. But she can intuit that the problem with Jove isn't coming from anything physical or natural.
You think there might be some sort of curse or something on him?
Who in Bahamut's tail would curse a guy like this? He's an old homeless man who goes around telling fart jokes and complimenting people's shoes.
Nice shoes.
Why, thank you.
A cleric and a pair of medics emerge from the ring of people now encircling them. Alongside this trio is a tall, pale, elegant half-elf with long black hair and a green coat to match her eyes. She slings a particularly large purse from her shoulder and begins rifling through it.
Another clout sniffer? Who is this?
I'm Dr. Yi Lu, the Academy's head potion master.
Oh, sorry, miss.
The old man stares hard at the potion master, as if dumbstruck by her beauty. She seems to squirm in discomfort.
What are his symptoms?
Found him in the cold, seemingly delirious, and paladin healing had minimal effect.
Again, I don't think it's anything physical. This seems like some sort of curse. I'm Clarabelle, by the way. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The potion master straightens in surprise, slowing her search.
Ah, Miss Simmons. I believe you scheduled an appointment with me tomorrow. Wish we were meeting under better circumstances. Would you happen to have that sample you described on your person now?
Well, I do, but surely your patient takes top priority right now.
Right. Sorry, where was I? Yes, here we are.
The potion master takes out 2 vials, pours one into the other, and begins to shake them like she's mixing a drink.
This is an arcane reagent. It won't have any healing or harming effects, but it should help the clerics in quickly determining what the issue might be.
As she is shaking and the crowd around them has begun to disperse, an excitement suddenly sweeps over the passers-by, and they begin to converge and cheer at the closest stadium entrance. Dr. Loop and the medics stay focused on their tasks, but the party looks over to see a mass of students following the winning quadball champions as they leave the stadium.
Tom, that's Dustin Dasher, the seeker for the team.
Ah, yes, the seeker.
He's the one who caught the golden swipe and won the game.
Oh, yes, the swipe, yes.
If we weren't in such a confusion, I'd have you go meet him.
I can see him just fine from where we are. Everyone is very short in this place. Oh.
Can it, clout sniffer?
Unfortunately, the fiasco with Jove is happening right in the path of the quadball champions, so the crowd is pressing and splitting and cheering and onlooking in a strange dance. Desmond looks around for some rope and pedestals to redirect the crowd. He spots them and begins to set them up around the group. As he's doing that, Tom takes point around the backside of the group, so that the incoming quadball champions and their accompanying crowd will have to walk around to one side.
Nothing to see here. Keep it moving, you brats.
This, alongside the nearby medics, the rope barriers, and the rare sighting of an orc, seems to triple the attention and curiosity of passers-by. From the throng comes the quadball seeker himself, a handsome human with blonde, spiky hair and a grin glowing with youth. His bright red house robes and impromptu crown of gnomeberry branches make him look like a winter prince.
Whoa, what's going on here?
Jove is suddenly on his feet and lunging at the seeker with an unhinged ferocity.
The dwarf lunges at Dustin, gets caught in the rope barrier, and barely misses his cloak. The seeker stumbles backwards as Jove falls over and struggles with the now tangling rope.
It was you! You bastard! You stole my treasure!
Immediately, the crowd goes into an excited uproar. Sherry and the guards converge on Jove, pulling him to his feet and, with surprising effort, away from Dustin.
Jove, what's the matter with you?
Mr. Jove, everyone here is on the same team after all. We want to help you. We just need to take our time and work together, all right?
Instead of calming down just Jove, everyone relaxes a little. Jove and the guards stop tensing, even the crowd settles. Her words have the opposite effect on Dustin, who quickly grows indignant.
Excuse me? No, I was just assaulted by that man. I just made a game-winning catch, and this is the thanks I get? If he isn't thrown in jail this instant, I'm getting my parents involved.
Okay, there's no need for that, Dustin. We're taking him in now.
The guards blink at one another, then quickly scoop up Jove once Sherry hisses at them. Dustin, now frazzled, sweeps away in a flurry of angry cloak. Dustin's whole team is frazzled, but not as if Jove's outburst caught them off guard. They seem uncertain. There are glances and whispers among them, an air of nervousness. Abruptly, they take to the night skies on their flying brooms. Thurbo and Desmond trade a look.
Wait! What about my treasure?
And his medical attention?
We'll figure it out at the station. I'm not trying to have the biggest stoners at the academy up my colon asking questions about why I let their star child get beaten by a homeless man.
That's it. You figured it out. I'm not a homeless man. I'm a golden dragon. Yes, that's it. A golden dragon in disguise. And I came here.
Take him away.
Jove looks imploringly at Clarabelle, Desmond, and Tom.
You can help me. Yes, adventurers. I can lead you to great treasures. Help me. Help!
He is carried through the crowd and off to the town jail. Onlookers disperse now that the confusion is over, heading to the town bars with fresh gossip on their lips. The medics follow the guards, but Dr. Luke begins to pack her belongings, pouring her gluey-smelling mixture into the nearby snow.
Fine. They'll find out, or they won't. Clarabelle, you said you had that sample on you?
Why, yes, I do.
She hands over a vial of swirling green liquid. The potion master smiles, nods, and leaves. The trio that remains blink at one another.
Clarabelle, this is my traveling friend Desmond. He is a dungeon inspector.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
They trade two very different handshakes. A business professional type from Desmond, and a dainty Southern Belle type from Clarabelle.
Now, not to be presumptive, Desmond, but I do believe you noticed some of the awfully rampant suspicious behavior happening this evening.
Indeed. I'll investigate further. Do you know where the quad ball change room is?
I wasn't much of an athlete when I studied here, but if memory serves me well and they haven't changed much, it's going to be southwest, hugging the stadium.
Very well. Thank you for the directions.
I'm off to the jail to get a few more answers. Oh, and Desmond, I run a restaurant in town. Tom can take you there. You want to meet up tomorrow to discuss our findings? Maybe at 9:30?
Yes.
It is very cold and I need to go to bed. I can help tomorrow however you need.
Understood. I'll meet you back at the inn room tonight.
The trio part. Clarabelle enters the town jail, a small and underused place that's only positives are the clean floors and warm torchlight. 6 floor-to-ceiling cages are arranged in a double row, with a walkway through the middle to some back area. A stocky elf guard gives her a polite nod as she enters. 3 of the 6 cages are occupied, a drunk student fast asleep, and 2 elderly dwarves. Jove lights up when he sees Clarabelle, running over and grabbing the bars.
Adventurer, pay heed. Yes, I, a golden dragon in disguise, shall lead you to my treasure.
Don't mind him. He's been saying that to everyone all night. Not sure how I'm supposed to get a wink of sleep with old man crazy over here giving me quest hooks every 15 minutes.
You know how long he's supposed to be in here?
I can't remember. I'll be out tomorrow morning, so if he ain't out by then, I can free him.
The guard lounging near the front entrance sits up straighter.
Oh, legally, sure. I'll definitely pay like 20 gold to free this random man instead of just picking these bargain bin locks.
The guard squints meanly but goes back to lounging, his eyes glued to the 3 of them.
Did you happen to catch whatever they diagnosed him with?
Whatever's happening to him is something they've never seen before. I think he's finally gone senile. Happens to folks after a while, you know.
Clarabelle, curious and concerned, touches her medallion and looks intently at Jove. To her surprise, her mind fails to reach his.
No use trying anything fancy in here, doll. It's a jail right next to a wizard academy. Of course, everything's gonna be anti-magic.
Well, I don't frequent jails often, so pardon my ignorance.
Oh, you're missing out, honey. Free meals, free lodging. All you gotta do is go out and break stuff. S-tier strat right there.
Naturally. Say, Jove, Don't you think you could tell me a little more about that treasure you want to lead us to? You think Dustin Dasher of all people has it?
Yes. Someone must get it from that boy. My treasure. I've only ever been kind.
Ye?
The old dwarf blinks and slumps against the bars. The glossy blankness in Jove's eyes is unnerving Clarabelle. It feels significant. The answer is almost on the tip of her tongue, but she can't quite grasp it. Whatever is happening, it's making her skin crawl, and this poor old man is the victim of it.
You're knocking. No one's home. Sad, honestly. Might not be too far behind him myself.
I don't think what's happening to him is natural.
For the first time, Ronald really begins to consider the old dwarf. He's starting to pick up on what Clarabelle is talking about.
You know what? You might be right, girlie.
It's Clarabelle Simmons, thank you.
Oh, well, aren't you just a big ruby if I've ever seen one? All right then, doll. I'm Ronald Arnold Donaldstein. All those are with yous, by the way.
Bless your heart. Well, I'd better get out of here. Bye, Jove. And you keep an eye on him, will you?
You can count on...
Ronald immediately falls asleep. Desmond is trudging through the night, his hooded lantern of revealing glinting silver off the dark snow. Following Clarabelle's instructions leads him to a security wall. As he checks for traps, he sees that the top of the wall is coated in some fine, sharp substance that glows dimly. The wall itself is made of stone, but a few taps reveal that it is very thin. The wooden door is locked, and his lantern of revealing shows an invisible ward on the lock. Given the dungeon inspection, he doesn't have any spells left for more information.
Unfortunate. Lockpicking is inadequate. Breaking the door results in property damage. Tops of the walls have some magical substance. But the team was able to get in using their brooms, so there likely isn't a ward extending up into the air.
He goes over to where the wall meets the stadium. If he were to give it a solid try, he might be able to clear the wall. Desmond performs a wall run up the side of the stadium and gets a brief glance of the wall's other side. There are supply crates, sports equipment, and a glowing change room window with silhouettes moving inside. But the wall is slick with ice in places. He slips, landing in the snow with a tuck roll and reconsidering his options. He chains together wall jumps up the corner between the wall and the stadium, then hooks the top edge with his swords. As he is bracing to pull himself up, his swords begin vibrating, the wall's edge begins glowing, and an awful screech grows from where his swords are hooking the top. He quickly unhooks his swords and plops back into the snow right before the change room door opens.
Price, calm down. There's no one out here. We're golden, bro.
Desmond extinguishes his lantern.
I swear I heard the security dust going off right over, yeah, look, over there. There's still a little bit of a glow.
Oh, yeah, I see those two little lines there. It was probably a bird or something.
A bird. At this hour.
Well, it's obviously not a handprint, unless you think there is a little stick figure spying on us.
Dustin, I don't know. This stuff is getting weird.
Ah, sure. Let me summon that cranky goblin to come unlock the supply door in the middle of the night so you can go chasing birds.
It's not just that. We really shouldn't be doing any of this, man. Like, I didn't think...
Thinking isn't your job, Bryce. You know divination magic. You let us know if something bad is going to happen. Other than that, you keep your mouth shut and leave the worrying to Brock. You were the one to even suggest that old man in the first place. Brock's wards didn't go off, did they? So no one was at the window, nor did they mess with the lock. There's nothing to worry about. The book is safe, we know it works, and the geezer isn't an issue. We're golden. You're the only one on the team still caught up about this. Focus, dude.
But it's
our road to stardom. Didn't it feel good to win tonight? It was a cakewalk up there for me, and your turn's coming soon. You'll be a hero, set for life with sports contracts. Think of all the fame, the praise. Just ask her, and Dr. Loop would be all over you. Just trust us, alright? Alright?
The voice doesn't reply, but eventually the door closes. Desmond waits for another 20 minutes before retreating to the inn. He does so seemingly unseen. Then again, it was a long day, and he is very exhausted when he finally gets back to the inn. Hopefully, no one spotted him.
Next time on Fables of Four.
Leaving on such a misunderstanding might not pan out well for your reputation.
Something's wrong.
What's the move? Get the cops?
This should be enough to bail out Jove.
What are you doing here?
Fine. You want to know what happened? Fine.
I didn't think. No. Jove!
The mystery continues.